Some people like a shorter run-up, some people like a longer run-up. Mine's kind of in the middle. But the whole goal of your run-up is to increase speed going all the way into the last 2 steps of your throw. My name's Thompson. I'm a U.S. Olympic javelin thrower, and today we're going to go over some technical things on how to throw a javelin.
Javelin throw is without a doubt one of the oldest sports in the world, with roots dating back to the ancient Olympic Games in 708 BC. At that time, throwers competed both in accuracy and length. Over the years, accuracy was left behind, and athletes focused only on throwing the farthest. Today, over 2,700 years later, the goal remains the same.
To my knowledge, there's 3 different ways of holding a javelin. The first way is the American grip, where you use your pointer finger and your thumb on the edge of the cord as it lays in the middle of our palm, and we grip it that way. The other way would be the finished grip, where we use our middle finger and our thumb. Same thing on the edge of the cord, and it's in the middle. And our pointer finger kind of lies where it feels comfortable. Some people like to put it closer to the middle finger. Some people like it along the back of the jab, and some people just like it resting kind of in between. Just depends on what's comfortable. The third way is the fork grip, where it uses our pointer finger and our middle finger. It goes on the edge of the grip this way, and it just sits right in between here, and that's how some people throw as well. Every grip you can throw far with whichever way you decide to use. It just depends on what's comfortable for you, and that kind of can change throughout your career, as it did for me.
The size, shape, weight and centre of gravity for the javelin are defined by World Athletics rules. For men, the javelin must weigh at least 800 grams and be between 2.6 to 2.7 meters long. The women's javelin must weigh 600 grams and be 2.2 to 2.3 meters long. One thing that can differ is the stiffness of the javelin.
The stiffness of the javelin is, how much does a javelin forgive when we don't throw a javelin through the point. You'll see a lot of it where if we put our power into the javelin, it doesn't go through the point. This jab will bend. This is one of the stiffer jabs, so it's less forgiving than another javelin that would have more forgiveness. When you have a jab that's more forgiving, it's correcting itself in the air so that it can fly. They're designed to fly, that's what they want to do. But as a stiffer jab, it doesn't correct as easily, so you can tell if you've done something technically wrong in your throw.
Whether it's shooting a puck, kicking a ball, or throwing a javelin, you won't do it very successfully standing still. Speed is essential in generating more power, and in this case, keeping the javelin flying for as long as possible.
This is the javelin runway. We have a foul line right up there at the front. We can't cross it, we can't touch it. Our best thing is to stay away from it. Some people like a shorter run-up, some people like a longer run-up. Mine's kind of in the middle. But the whole goal of your run-up is to increase speed going all the way into the last 2 steps of your throw, what we call a penultimate step or impulse. And that's just those steps right before we release the javelin. Most people who start the run-up, they will have their javelin where it's level, parallel to the ground, nice and steady as we run to our mark that we like to put down on when we want to transition. And so our transition will normally look like this. So we're forward and we're going to go back just here, and we're going to be in this position as we do our crossovers going into our throw.
To sum it up, in the javelin throw, there are 3 separate stages you'll have to pass before getting your final result. There is the grip, the run-up, and of course, the actual throw. Doing these successfully will of course help you reach the next level.